The Mona Lisa life be a singular success.
Hi singers, this is LK Fletcher with the Mona Lisa Life, and I want you to be a singular success. Today it's Wednesday warm up, and we're talking about, of all things, how to warm up with a party cup and a cell phone. More importantly, how do you warm up when you're someplace where perhaps you don't want to make a lot of noise? Maybe you're in a hotel room, you're touring, maybe you're in an apartment building, maybe you just don't have a lot of privacy, but you really need to warm up. We're not talking technique, we're talking about getting your voice moving, giving it the strokes and the movement that it needs so that you feel that you're, at your performance level. So here's my party cup, here's my phone. The first thing you got to remember about a warm-up is this is not the time where you need a pianist. You don't need a rehearsal hall. You don't need an automated vocal recording. Those have great purpose in your life. But for a warm-up, moving your voice, getting flexibility and motion into your voice, it's not necessary. So here's the steps, okay? And I'm going to give you the 3 steps first, and then I'm going to just talk you through a little bit of the process. The first thing is you have to move the breath. I'm going to give you some quick examples of how to move the breath. The second thing is you have to move your voice in your middle register slowly and very much in a small range, so slow and small. And then the third thing is you do need to get some stretch, which means you got to go through the secondo passaggio. You got to go up above that, and you got to get a little bit more motion on your voice. Okay, so let's talk about that first step. How do you move your breath? Well, move your breath. Doesn't take any noise, doesn't take any tension towards you. If you're like I'm here with my daughter and my grandbabies, twin babies, who it seems like they never sleep, and I don't want to make a lot of noise. So I'm going to do some breath exercises. First thing I'm going to do is breathe in, hold it, and then a long sustained breath. Hey, by the way, if you breathe longer than me, send me a comment in the notes below, and the first couple comments, I'll send you a free t-shirt. That was really good. Get that breath moving. So if you have a counter on your phone, get your clock going and really just try and move that first breath 15 seconds, 20 seconds. Depending on where you are vocally, you should be able to go 20, 25 seconds when that voice is healthy and moving if you don't have extenuating circumstances. I mean, I'm ancient, I have asthma, but I can still breathe really well. And I think it's just because I've just trained like that every day, I get that breath moving. Okay, so that's just a sustained breath. Then let's do just some fast movement. This is just gonna, I always say get cobwebs out. It's not very technical, but our voices are mucous membranes. We're full of phlegm and snot and a little bit of everything else, it seems. So we're gonna blow some air through. Breathe in, ha, 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 ha. If that's too noisy, go ha. The cords are totally open. We're just moving. Try it again. Breathe in. You feel like you're wheezing. You are totally going to run out of air on that. Try on a hiss like this. Breathe in. You can repeat any of those as much as you want. There's no process. There's no right way or wrong way, but get the breath moving. One of the things we're going to talk about is adding aerobic activity to your warm-ups, but you don't have to do this. This is the, oh my gosh, my voice is tired warm-up. Okay, so the second thing we talked about is we can do limited range warm-up, and we're going to use just a free piano app on our cell phone. If they're not free, you can get one for 99 cents on Google Play or in the App Store. So I'm just going to start whatever is mid-range for me. I'm not exploiting the parameters of my range. I'm just middle voice and just a basic 5-note scale. I just did a lip trill. About a third of all the singers I know can't do a lip trill. Some can do a tongue roll, but the easiest thing to do is get your party glass, your water glass, only a little bit of water, get a straw, and we'll do it through a straw. And you are going to go very slow. You set the pace. This is not me at the piano, and I'm a pianist, and perhaps you are too, but it doesn't make any difference. You really need very little guidance. You're only going to use the app to get your starting pitch, just so you can kind of track where you are. If you want to play that note again at the end of each pattern, I'm going to do a lip trill just because it's easier. And, you know, you don't need to sing those traveling notes, that bum bum in between each one. You don't need to go super high or super slow. You just want to get gentle, slow movement. Don't push your voice. Life is pushed enough. And our vocal apparatus is really one of the sensitive, most responsive parts of our body that we really have to take care of because we want it to last our whole life. And if you take time to do really deliberate, careful warm-ups, you will. You'll have your instrument your whole life. Then the last thing we talked about was just a lot of mobility. I notice I didn't say precision. I didn't say accuracy. We're just talking about really good, big stretches, but with our voice. By the way, stretch your body when you're doing it too if you want, but I'm going to do it on a straw, but I'm basically doing a siren that will generate a lot of bubbles. And if you have too much water, boy, will you be wearing it. So do that siren, and each time challenge yourself to go a little bit slower. And if you can, go even a little bit higher each time. You can do those same vocal stretches on, I call it a loop-to-loop. And you can also do a descending siren. There you are, a vocal warm-up with a party cup and your phone. I want you to be a singular success. Ooh, a little bit of a compliment there. Make sure you visit us at the Mona Lisa Life for more information, see how we can help you on your journey. All the best.